minute, don't know. Got a minute of your time. Got a minute of your. I sure gotta live right, and I'm never gonna let you out of my side. I've been knocked out, was a nice try, but I guess I get to keep my head on this time. God of the creation, the relations I've got, the only one that keeps me safe, the only one you should trust. For sure, it ain't right that I have checked the speck of dust from all of its side. Fall down, that from my height, cause I didn't see the plank I have in my eye. And you said when no one's to be found, what keeps you eased out, what takes you off your mind.
Yes, you want this, I want this, everybody in this, we should have it. Stop illusions, it's in your hands. Show yourself, reveal it to them. Take the time to recognize it.
I'm excited for today.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our podcast, From Vision to Success.
From vision to success.
Where we talk about everything from point A
Everything
to point B
to point B.
and the in-between.
In between. The messy stuff.
Ooh, we love the messy stuff. Clearly, we sometimes overshare our messy lives.
Yeah.
That's why, but you know what? That's why people watch us, because they want to know. They secretly want to know. They're going to be like, are they really that great? No, we're not. Especially this guy. Just
I do got my faults. I do got my
he
faults.
does.
And but they're very few. I've noticed that I have very few faults.
Yeah?
I
Okay. Yes, he does have very few faults. Anyway, welcome.
Anyway, welcome.
So what are we talking about today, Miguel?
Oh
Tell us.
my gosh.
Tell us. Enlighten me.
We are talking about rest and the importance of rest.
My favorite subject.
Yeah, you're horrible at this. Why are you so bad with it? You know, you being a nurse background, you know the importance of like rest and resting and what happens during rest period.
I'm better now.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You go to bed so late. I see your posts and then you're like up so early or try to be. And then you're always late
Try
here.
to be.
And you're always late here.
Okay. Yes, I'm always late. I'm not always late. I'm here. I'm here well before the podcast starts.
I'm not. Yeah, by a minute. If you're 50 minutes or if you're not 50 minutes early, you're late.
So 10:45. I was here at 10:43.
No, you weren't.
Yes. Let me see what time we texted.
10:43. Yeah, let's check the test. I would love to. Let's call you out in public.
I was knocking already. I was knocking for like 5 minutes, man. So let's see.
You. There's no way, no shot that you would have been knocking for 5 minutes.
100%. I was knocking for 5 minutes. It felt like 5 minutes. That's what matters.
9:51. That's 9:43 to you. So
Okay.
9:51, and then you knocked what, once, twice?
Twice.
And you're like,
twice, and I texted. The only reason, okay, so Miguel numerous times and Tegan too have said, just come on in. But the thing is that you have Creed, which is a beautiful, ginormous dog, and he barks. And had he not nipped me like a while back,
he's never nipped you.
he did.
He
We
went up
talked
to
about
you,
it.
He went up to you and smelled you.
No, he didn't. You and I had a conversation about this after. Like, I didn't say anything because we were doing the podcast, but then I was like, yeah, he kind of nipped me, right? But granted, like when it was one of your sons, they were having a bit of a hard time. So he was all like snuggled up with them. So very protective, right?
Really, eh?
Yeah. So I went to go and it was my bad too. I shouldn't have reached for him. He just looked calm. And then I went and he nipped me on the arm and put a little hole in my shirt and everything. And I had a little bit of a scratch. Yeah. So that's why I was like, all right, note to self, he is a protector dog. He's A-okay when it's like, when you're
once
around.
you're in.
Exactly. But it's just the the fact of coming in when you guys are not around.
It's the initial smell.
Yeah, I don't know.
You bring a smell, like a potent smell. Like everybody knows Maria's in the room.
Everybody. Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's for that reason. I was like, you know what? Let me not test out fate. Like, I don't need to test it out, right? I'm like, he's a great dog, very loving. Yeah. Like, once you're around, he's like...
I had no idea he nipped you.
I literally told you.
Not that day.
No, I think I did, but I think I did after the podcast. But I did say, you know, it was like no big deal kind of thing, right? Which it really wasn't, but at the same time...
Did I listen to you? Did I acknowledge that you were talking? I say this to Tegan all the time. If you don't hear, like... If you just hear general sentence,
You were looking at me, so I thought
no,
you
that
heard.
doesn't mean anything. That means nothing. I've perfected the I'm listening to you. But
Well, I can usually tell when you're not listening. But you know what? It was early on and onto our podcast, like into us podcasting together.
yeah.
So maybe I didn't quite know the signs when you're not listening. Now I can tell. Like you can be looking at me and you get this gloss over, or you're like, yeah. And then you check your watch and you're like, yeah. And then you like look away and all of a sudden you change the subject to something completely random.
Oh, that's just gonna get bored.
He does.
But I do. But yeah, you're right. That's my thing. Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as he says that, he's like, or he'll tell you a story and he's like, yeah, or whatever, like, and then he'll keep going the story and I'm like, what?
I hate the fact that you know me so well that you know all my tells. That means that we've been hanging out way too
long. Way too much.
It's way too much. Way too much.
Yeah, way too much. So I am looking for a new podcast.
Podcast. Yeah. Yeah. I'm bored. Yeah.
Podcast.
Let's see how long that lasts.
No, Miguel still needs to be here because he needs to set up everything. But then we can just.
You're not using my equipment.
We'll just come.
Do you see the sign on air?
And there we go. It's a little crooked, eh? Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Is it? No, it's not. It's not. Yeah, it's a little crooked. I rushed it this morning. I was like, I got to put this thing up. But dude, I am so excited for today's podcast, man.
Yeah, me too. I'll learn.
So going back, why are you so horrible? Like absolutely.
I'm not horrible.
No, you're horrible.
I'm not horrible. I
What
don't
time do
know
you go to
why.
bed? This will determine if you're horrible or not.
Okay, so I usually go to bed anywhere between 10 and 11.
Yeah, that's bad. That's really, really bad.
Okay.
Because melatonin starts to kick in at 9:30.
Okay, well, I go to bed anywhere between 10 and 11.
So again, that's bad.
It's just,
you know, I've been up since 2:00.
Good for you.
Actually, I took a picture because I knew you weren't going to believe me.
No, I believe you. You get up super early.
Dude,
What time did you go to bed last night?
So I went to bed. We watched the show. It was around 9. It was just before 9.
Okay. So then, and you fall asleep right away? Talk to me about your sleep routine. What does that look like?
Yeah, and actually that's a good point because a lot of people think that, if you're just joining us, make sure that you stay towards the middle /end because Marie and I were going to play a game.
And you know how he always likes to put me on the spot,
and
like randomly.
You're going to want to see this game. So I know we got a couple of viewers right now. Do not go anywhere. Give me about 20 minutes to set up this game.
20 minutes? What kind of game?
No, we're not playing for 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
We're in 20 minutes. We're playing a game.
I'm like, I'm tuning out myself.
Can you pay attention? And you say, I don't pay attention. In 20 minutes, we're going to play a game, Marie and I. And I'm telling you right now, this is going to be the best, the most incredible game that we've ever played on VS.
Okay.
So going back. So it's a good point that what you said about what my nighttime routine, because the nighttime routine, a lot of people think that your morning routine starts in the morning.
I think that.
But and that's why you're getting it wrong. That's why you're getting it wrong.
It works for me.
It's a fallacy. That
works for me.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Do we
Look
have
at
to?
Me.
Do,
Just get
do we have to keep going around in a circle? Listen. She's like, oh my gosh, I woke up so late. I hit the snooze button like 3 times in my workout, and that's why I'm late. Yes or no? Am I lying?
No.
Mentirosa.
What do you mean right now? I didn't
not today, but in the past when you've been late.
It has happened. Yes, it has happened.
So the times that you're normally good, but the times when you're late is because you wake up late, you go past the alarm, and you are adamant about your workouts in the morning.
Yes, they don't.
So, yeah, they're like you will not feed your children because you have to go and do a workout.
It's true.
It is so true.
I know it is.
Poor Joey's like eating his own like. Anyways,
because I don't feed my
he's
kids.
Imploded.
100%. That is true though.
And then you will do your workout, and then everything else takes secondary position.
I think 100%. My priority is always the work that gets done no matter what.
Yeah, and which is respectable, right?
Yeah.
But again, it wouldn't. The workout would not be in a rush to do if you would have woken up the first time when the alarm hit.
Okay.
So going back to what I'm saying.
Okay, tell me.
The key to a good morning routine, doesn't start in the morning. It starts at nighttime.
Absolutely. I believe it. It's one of those things where you believe it here, but from here and here, there's a disconnect for me.
For here in the
And
limbs.
then and then like, yeah, but I 100% agree.
So
I agree with here.
So, and I used to, I forget where I learned this. It was called DMPs, decision making powers.
Okay.
So decision making powers, all it says is that every morning you wake up with 100% of decision making powers, and that decision making
willpower.
Willpower. Some people call it willpower. Some people call it like
That's why I do my workouts in the morning, because that's when that's why I do all my most proactive work or the most creative work in the morning.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about it.
Yeah, nobody cares. Everybody start listening. So I'm the one that's
Miguel is like, did I ask you what you do in the morning? No, I did not.
I did not ask.
Let me get it back and talk about my 2 a.m. routine that I get up and
So every morning and so every time that you make a decision, it draws from this energy, from 100%. This decision making power, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if
I concur.
So if you can make all these decisions the night before, it doesn't draw on your morning energy.
Okay.
So for example, what kind of clothes you're gonna wear?
That decision is already made.
When?
At night.
Like,
I already know exactly what I'm gonna put on.
Exactly. And do you put it out?
No, I just know exactly what I have it easily accessible. I have So yes, I know what.
Exactly. So you're in line with like the Mark Zuckerbergs, the guy from Apple, Steve Jobs, all of them. They stopped wearing. They just all they would wear is a t-shirt and jeans.
There are times where I know like I have to wake up super early to get the workout in, that I will sleep in my workout. Workout underwear. I mean my workout clothes.
That's so gross. That's so gross.
Excuse me. May I remind you?
All I did was tuck my shirt. Don't even go there. All I did was tuck my shirt. So she's on her phone, and my shirt is just like all over the place.
Well, and then he says, "Don't look." You know when people say, "Don't look," and I didn't look. I just went around like that. But then I caught it in the camera where he's like,
and all I was doing was just tucking my shirt. My pants were up. My pants were up. No,
are we literally having this conversation?
We are having this conversation.
Yes, I'm sorry.
So
yes.
Listen,
yeah, why did you bring it up?
Because of what you just said prior. I don't know. I can't rewind it live. But anyways, so my point is, this is turning into a horrible.
Please disregard what we just have said. Let's just disconnect and come back again and delete the evidence.
Listen.
It's true. He didn't do anything.
I was just tucking my shirt, and she's 100%. Like, "Oh, what are you doing? Your hands are in your pants." And I'm like, "I'm tucking my shirt." She's like, "Oh my gosh, oh no, don't do that." Ew. And I'm like, "Relax, man. I'm tucking my shirt in. Like my pants are fully up." Like so.
Oh my gosh.
So, anyways, so going back to what I was saying.
Yes, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So what I was saying. Stop. I'm sweaty here, and I can't even take off the sweater. I am like so sweaty. Okay. So all the decisions, the more decisions that you make at nighttime, the better it is for you, your morning routine.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
That's it.
100%.
So
I have heard. You know what? You're absolutely right, because I've also read that at that point where you make decisions. I'm sorry, I'm so happy. But when you make those decisions at night, or you set your schedule for the next day, the night before, is your brain has the time to like work on it without you actually actively using energy, right?
Yeah.
And then you wake up and you're
the decision making power, right? It's the same thing I'm talking. And that's why, again, Mark Zuckerberg, if you take a look at early when he was building the business, all he wore was like a black t-shirt and some jeans. Like that's all he wore. I think it was black or blue. Anyways, and then Steve Jobs, same thing. He went to China, and all the employees had like this dress code, like the same t-shirt and the same, not the same one, but like the color, whatever. And then he asked the CEO and he goes, "Because we don't want to be focusing our energy on what we're gonna wear."
Oh, that's such a great idea.
And so I started doing that. So I bought like the shirts that Never Alone. I bought 20 of those. I got rid of half of my closet, and that's day in and day out, Monday through Friday. That's all I wear. That's a black t-shirt, and I have two pairs of jeans. That's it, right? And so, but all of that stuff. So if the more decisions that you can make in the morning, I'll also have a glass of water. So as soon as you wake up dehydrated, right?
Yeah.
And so you take a shot of water, you drink it, you start waking up and all these different things. But all of that stuff are decisions that you do in the morning.
Yeah.
And if you need to work, right? Oh, I need to send an email, I need to do whatever. If you are doing that stuff at nighttime, you're already like, so if we're talking about decision-making powers and you wake up with 100%, by the nighttime, you have close to zero. So now you're running on fumes. And so now you're trying to do some of your best work at nighttime where you just don't have the mental capacity. Like you're just done.
Yeah.
And so for me, if my kids are in bed, I'm in bed.
Mm-hmm.
So our bedtime is 8:00.
Mm-hmm.
So if my kids are in their room in their bedtime, there's no reason for me to stay up. Any emails, any correspondence, any proposals, anything that I have to do, I can do that in the morning. And so, yeah, dude, I'm telling you, I woke up at 1:48 and I'm just like laying there in bed. And I'm like, what? This is way too early. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm up. Like I'm up. So I just got up and came down here, cleaned a little bit and worked and did a whole bunch of other stuff. Got the game for today going.
Yeah.
So your thing is that you would be able to wake up early if
I do wake up early.
Consistently.
I do wake up early consistently. Now,
What time?
I wake up between 4:15 and 4:30 every day.
Oh, do you really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what? You think you're the only one? Look at me. I'm Miguel.
I am Miguel. I am.
Yeah, man.
I thought you would wake up like 5:30, 6.
No. Are you crazy? Do you know the amount of things that I do in the morning? I would not be able to, like, I was actually thinking about this and I was like, to me, I'm like, why do I wake up so early? Because technically I work, but I don't have like a 9 to 5, right? But I do work throughout the day, but I am fairly busy individual that has like a lot of stuff going on. And then I thought to myself, it's like the same thing. I do my best work in the morning. So I wake up between 4:15 to 4:30. I am done by 7 a.m. because then that's my kids are awake. I have to do lunches, breakfast, and everything, send them to school. And then they're gone out of the house by 8:30. And then between 8:30 to 10 is my next set of things that I do. I have mostly house-related stuff, right? Like today, before I came here, it's Monday, so it's my linens day, my towels day, and then like I had washed some clothes, so I got everything folded. I washed the linens. I took my towels downstairs and was able to get all that done before coming here. I know this guy, like.
No, I knew you wake
literally, up. I share with you things, but I honestly don't think you listen to me or you subconsciously listen to me.
You've never told me what time you've woken up. You've never told me 100%.
We will go on the podcast because I have told you.
How many times?
I'm sure many times because we've talked about this and I'm like, yeah, I get up early.
I will give you $20 for every time that you find an episode where you've told me how many times.
I will tell you.
$20.
For every episode?
For every episode where you've told me that you've woken up at 4:15 or 4 o'clock.
Yeah, that's legit. Like, that's the time that I wake up and I have showed you.
And if you're watching, don't help her.
Yes, please do. Like, send me. You know what? Because this guy, he's always like, oh, da-da-da, look at me. Yeah, you peasant. That's what he's like. He literally.
I've never said that.
And
I may be thinking
he has the audacity of being like, oh, you want to know, like, this thought that I came up with? And then he says it. And I'm like, I literally said that.
That happened once.
Or what was the thing? He's like, oh my gosh, I've been trying this new thing. Da-da-da. It's called time blocking. And I'm like,
that happened once.
I'm like, I've been doing time blocking for quite a long time, and I am sure that you and I have talked about it. And he's like, oh, I'm doing this new thing. Have you heard about it? It's called time blocking. I'm like,
I don't like where this podcast is going.
Anyway, so yes, please do share your light with me. Thank you, Miguel.
Are we fighting?
No,
the time blocking I do. I remember you telling me because you showed me your calendar, but you didn't call it time blocking. You called it something else.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, when I learned about it, it was named time blocking. And so I'm like, look what I found. It's time blocking, right?
He's like, oh, look at how like see, he lost we've lost him.
No,
we have lost him. He's checking his email.
It was my kids. Let me put it on silent. It was my kids' school. Something happened. But you know what? Forget my kids. Who needs kids, right? So they're not a priority. There, I put it on do not disturb. Happy? So listen, in about 10 minutes, we're going to play this phenomenal game. I've been setting it up. And you're not going to want to miss. So wherever you are, please make sure you come back in about just less than 10 minutes.
Less than 10, eh?
So what's the average sleep that you should be doing?
I don't know I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be sleeping longer than I do. I sleep 6. So for myself, I have found 6 hours that I'm highly effective. If I sleep 7, I feel groggy. If I sleep 8, I'm like, I don't feel good. Like I don't feel, but anything under 6 hours, I feel groggy and gross after too.
Yeah. There is a chart depending on how old you are. It tells you, and it always gives you a range because every person has a different body and everybody has a different body. Right. And so they always give you a range, and it's like when you're younger, you need more, but the range is always like 8 to 12 when you're really, really young.
How long do you sleep?
6.
Yeah. See, so we're pretty much. I mean, you get up at 2. You go to bed at 8 or 9, and then you get up like 2 and 3. I go to bed between 10 and 11. I get up at 4.
Yeah, but mine's better.
Okay.
I'll tell you why.
Tell me.
Well, no, I'll tell you why mine's better.
Yours is probably better because, in all honesty, I go to bed between 10 and 11, but sometimes that 10 and 11 means that I fall asleep on the couch. That's
not going to bed, dude. That's not going to bed.
So if I'll be honest, that's like I sometimes fall asleep at the couch, and Mike will be like, Mike has a 3 call rule per se, where he calls my name 3 times. I mean, I think he whispers it. He's like, Maria. And if I don't hear, he's like, I'm not your mom. So he goes upstairs.
Good for you, Mike. Good for you. I would have woken up for you, Mike, just to let you know.
Oh my god!
But you missed this opportunity.
Oh my gosh!
You chose her. But anyways, so yeah, and I'm not saying mine's better because hang on. Let me finish the sentence before you start smirking. I'm not saying because I'm a better person. It's because I'm not fighting against my biological
clock
anatomy. Because the body starts producing melatonin around 9:30. And so melatonin, for those who don't know, it's pretty much your body's way of trying to shut you down. Like trying to because here's the thing is, right? If you ever take your car to a mechanic, right? This car gets put into the garage, hood is open, and the mechanics go at it, whether it's 1 or 2 or 3 mechanics, right? There's no way that these mechanics are going to take your car, drive it on the highway, and start working on your car. Somebody outside trying to like fix the wheels while the car's running. It's not going to happen. The car needs to be parked, right? It needs to be shut down. Similar to our bodies. So our bodies, for them to be able to regenerate, it needs to be shut down. And so our anatomies, they shut down to, I think, of 40% functionality, I think it is. And the melatonin is just trying to get your body to like, all right, tap out, go to bed kind of thing, right? And that way you fall asleep, you go through your REM sleeps, rapid eye movement, and the body needs to dream to be able to recoup. It regenerates the mind, it regenerates the muscle tissue, it's just everything about you. But if you are keeping your body up while it's trying to produce melatonin, you're actually pushing against your anatomies. That's why, the only reason that my system's better.
I do need a better sleep routine. I know that. That's my 20. It's funny. I don't know why I'm so resistant to it. I don't even know why, because I know how good rest is for you. And I do rest. I do get my 6 hours, but my sleep routine is not consistent in what I do.
What do you do at nighttime to get you to why are the reasons why you're staying up till 11?
Sometimes I just feel like I want to decompress. Or sometimes I just feel like I just want to watch something.
Oh.
That, like, honestly, that's why. Maybe it's the fact that I was thinking about this today too. I'm reading this book that talks about to ensure to book in relaxation time amongst all the things that you book in, right? And I was thinking about my day, and I was like, I think I have a hard time like shutting down and not feeling like I need to do something. I'm always doing something, right? I do, and I think the time that I shut down is when I watch TV. But then it gets to the point where I don't want to go to bed. It's like I'm fighting with myself. I know I need to go to bed, and I will go to bed, and I'm pretty good. I have to say that I am I feel like I'm really blessed because of the fact that I can go to, like, if I'm sleepy or if I fall asleep on the couch, I can go upstairs, fall asleep. Or if I'm like feeling tired, I can go upstairs and fall asleep.
Yeah.
Or the TV can be on and I can fall asleep.
Yeah.
But I don't struggle with falling asleep. So I think in that sense, I'm really lucky. I think if I struggled with sleeping, it would be really hard. And I should have a better routine anyway. Something I need to work on for the future.
And yeah, I'm not doing it right now. So here's the other thing about all of this, right? People want to wake up early, and we talked to this. I think it was last week that they try to go from they've been waking up at 7 and they try and wake up at 5. Or they try and wake up at 4. It's way too quick.
Yeah.
Too much
of a shock.
Too much of a shock. That's what I was looking for. Too much of a shock for the body. So the bedtime routine is the exact same thing. If you're used to going to bed at 11 o'clock,
maybe that should be my bedtime routine. Just be upstairs at 11.
No.
Or 10:30.
No.
9:30.
Hang on one second. Ready?
Okay.
So, would you like me to coach you?
Sure, why not?
5 more minutes, people. We play this game in 5 more minutes. I'm telling you right now, you do not want to miss this game. I've been prepping for this game for a very long time.
Since 2 a.m. today.
Since 2 a.m. today. And we're going to have an absolute blast of a time. No. So, okay. What time would you like to wake up?
At the time that I already wake up.
What's that?
I'm happy with the time that I wake up.
Would you like to wake up even earlier?
No,
4.
I don't think. I could do 4. And you know what? That is a goal. But right now, I just feel like with the amount, I don't want to burn out either, right?
You won't.
Okay.
You won't.
Okay.
9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 7 hours.
For if I go to bed at what?
9.
Okay, then see, this is where I run into difficulty because my kids are in extracurriculars, and sometimes and even we have Wednesday, which is
youth.
like a youth, and sometimes I don't get home until
so let's say 10. Are you happy? Would you be happy with 10?
Yeah, sure, why not?
So here's the thing: is
you know what? I don't like to be put in a box. I don't want to have a bedtime.
Did you just say that out loud? You're not even one bit embarrassed.
My God.
Here you are trying to coach people about what they, recommendations, and then I'm a big girl now. I don't want to have a bedtime.
I'm an adult. I pay my bills. Just kidding.
All I'm saying.
Okay, yes, go ahead. I was just joking. Go ahead.
All I'm saying is, if you would like to go to bed earlier, so you can feel more rejuvenated with way more energy. Yeah. Is try bringing down whatever time that you go to bed now, which is 11. Try decreasing by 30 minutes.
So go 10:30.
Go 10:30 and see how you feel in the morning. And it's got to be trackable. Yeah. So you do it for a week or two where you're consistent. You're like, so the rule of thumb is an hour before bedtime, all electronic devices should be cut off. Mm-hmm. So that's a rule of thumb across the board, right? Electronic devices produce something called blue light, which kills the melatonin, which you get, it becomes much, much harder for you to fall asleep. So if your goal is 10:30, 9:30 should be the last time where you actually turn on your phone. So from 9:30 to 10:30, read a book, write in your journal, study your scriptures, do whatever you can, but avoid anything that is screen. Try it just to see. Just to see. I'm telling you right now, it's going to change your life.
I know. Okay.
Yeah, and then
maybe. I'm just kidding. I'll do it. That is.
No, I'm not forcing you. You don't have to. It's whatever works. If you're going to bed at 12 and you're waking up at 4, right? Besides the fact that you're going to die young, if it's working for you, go for it.
Okay.
Who's stopping you?
Listen, I eat vegetables, so if anybody's dying young out of the two of us,
I have a very good diet now. We're going to talk about diet later on, but I have a very good diet.
I'm interested about it. Anyway, so yes, you're absolutely right. Your body does need rest, and yes, especially when you're working out and you're exerting your body needs downtime in order to rebuild. If you're not getting enough rest time, then the results that you're getting are going to fluctuate.
Yeah, you have, especially if you are working out.
Yeah.
The body needs to, yes, but you can turn it off so you can get the screens to protect you from. You should have it already good. So here's a good point. So thank you, Alexander. So Alexander said, here, let's put his comment on the screen here. How do you do that? Yeah, right here. Is it here? There we go. Do you want to read that?
Yes. Okay. Yes, but you can turn it off and you can get screen to protect you from it. You should have that already. Good morning, but life change. Stop using the electronics. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the one thing about screens and whatever. So if you get the screen protector, and actually you can turn off the brightness. You can go into sepia. I forget what it's called, but it stops the blue light.
Yeah.
Right. Without even a screen protector. Here's the thing is, all right. What you're trying to do is not just avoid the blue screen, but you're also trying to avoid the stimulation that comes from watching something and being recorded. And you'll know this. If you watch a horror movie or a romantic movie or just something of the nature that really has impacted you, you have a really high chance that you're going to have a dream about it.
Yeah.
Because it left an imprint in your mind.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons why you want to avoid at least an hour, it allows your mind to not decompress, but
Rest.
no, what's the word when you're getting rid of bacteria? When you're getting
Release.
Yeah, release the effects of being stimulated.
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 Stimulate. Okay.
It's a word. Look it up.
Stimulate.
From the effects of a detox. That's
Yeah.
the word I was looking for. It gives you the mind by you going an hour early.
Yeah.
It does two things. Purge. That's another word. Thank you. It purges, but it detox your mind from how much it was stimulated, and it allows the melatonin to continue producing. Right.
You were created. Absolutely.
Thanks, Alexander.
Yeah, I do have to say, I think I'm pretty good with social media at the end of the night. I don't like once I'm in bed, I don't reach for my phone or watch it, and then I also don't watch it in the morning.
Yeah, I did a workshop with a lady, and this is what she specialized in. I went and talked about just mindset and mental health and all that other stuff, and she went in before me and she talked about rest.
Yeah,
the facts that she dropped. She goes, never bring your phone to bed.
Yep.
It just psychologically, it trains your mind to it messes everything up biologically, psychologically, those neurological pathways, the left and the right brain, the way they talk to each other, just everything changes. And so
so my alarm is on my phone, and I do bring my phone. But what I tend to do with the alarm, especially if I want to get up, is I tend to put my phone far away from me. So I will get up and go and grab it when the alarm is going on. So if you want your phone or you use your phone for your alarm, you can't. I would say you can bring it in, but just have it far enough away from you.
And then if you bring it in, don't bring it in for the purpose of jumping on social media.
Yeah.
The one trick that I've learned is you put your phone in black and white. Because the colors have been researched to get your attention, to do the scrolling, to do the double tap, to do the research and all that stuff. But the minute you put your phone in black and white, when you turn on your phone, there's no stimulant.
So you're kind of like, eh.
Yeah, literally, right? And so, because I was combating social media addiction, right? Like I was I was very unproductive. I was on Facebook, TikTok, and all the different things. And so I got rid of it on my phone. I put it on my iPad. I leave my iPad here. So I don't bring that stuff to my room now. And I at certain times, automatically the phone goes into black and white.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And so when it goes into black and white, then if I do open up my phone, there's no stimulant. There's like, oh my gosh, I have to check whatever emails. Even there's a reason why your mail, it's a red circle with a white lettering. The red produces a sense of urgency.
Yeah.
And so when you open up your phone and you have that red notification that there's 2 messages waiting for you, it like, I got to check them. Right. And so when you open it up, but if it's in black and white and you have that mail with the red, it does absolutely nothing for you. The other thing that it does, it goes on do not disturb. And so you can program the do not disturbs. And so it gets rid of all those red notifications. Yeah. So when you open up your phone, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
So there's little tricks and things that you can do, but again, the key to a good rest and a good morning routine is not what you do in the morning, but it's how you go to bed. It's what you do the night before. That's the key.
Yeah. You know why I think I'm like so kind of hesitant about it? Not hesitant. I know that
You're stubborn. Yeah,
okay.
just let's call it for what it is.
I know that you can. I know absolutely that you will like do much better if you have a good routine at night.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. But remember how last week we were talking about how if you try to have everything perfect, then you're not going to do it.
Yeah.
So I feel, it's just my own personal opinion, that sometimes we try, like, not everybody, I guess, but some of us may struggle with having a perfect routine or being like, okay, we got to make sure that we're in bed at this time in order to get up at a certain time.
That's not you, though. I'll tell you that right now.
I know that's not. So I think that's why my frustration is. That's why I'm like, you don't like. I get up no matter what, right? But obviously, I realize people are different.
That's the thing with you, Rod. The reason why you're hesitant is because you don't. For example, me, right? I don't. A lot of people, I'm like, you should go back to high school and get your high school degree. But I'm like, I don't need it.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing well. I have this company. I have my home. I have my cars. We live in a great neighborhood. Like my kids go and they get a good education. We're producing good income. Like I just. What's the need?
It wouldn't add value to your life.
It wouldn't add.
Yeah.
Right. It wouldn't add. And I mean, it'd be great, but it just to go through that sacrificing, going back to school and doing the studying, and I do workshops in the evening, and anyways, and just to add that added stress, I'm doing well without it right now.
Yeah.
Right. If there's a point in time where it's like I'm applying to something and I need it, then I'm like, okay, now there's an urgency to it. So right now, one of the reasons I think you're pushing back is because you are waking up early. You are doing your morning routines. You are reading your scriptures. You have great family life. You have a great relationship with your husband and your children. If these things were out of balance, then you'll be like, okay, I got to take a look at what am I doing?
Yeah.
Why, whatever. So that's why there's no urgency for you.
Yeah, probably.
But your life would be better. But anyways, and so.
True that.
All right. What is, we got some stuff here. Stop watching TV helps because the brain wash you before you go to bed, and it's not healthy. And then you can medication before you help. Absolutely. Lower the screen light. Absolutely. And turn off all notifications and you're good. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to play a game here with Maria. It's something that I've been noticing on social media, and I think it's great. It's not something that my own spouse would want to play with me. Maria has no shame, and so she will.
I have no shame. I'm worried now. I am very worried about this game.
So I would highly recommend the following. Okay.
If there's a disclaimer, I am totally worried.
No, that's not a disclaimer, and I'm not a disclaimer. It's an invitation.
Okay.
I would invite you, and I invite you to go home and play with your husband, to go play with Mike, and play with the kids as well.
Okay. So what is this game? Tell me.
You make the face, I make the sound.
Oh my gosh. I've seen it go wrong too. Okay.
Have you seen it?
I have seen it.
Doesn't it look fun?
It looks fun, but I've seen like things that have not gone as well.
I am so excited for this. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, this is something that I have to do with Maria. So I've created 2 screens here. One when we hide Maria.
Okay.
And one where you hide Miguel.
Okay. I'm worried about like the sounds, but okay.
Oh, you should be worried.
Okay. So
here's what's gonna happen. The premise of the game, ladies and gentlemen, is very, very simple. One of us will make a face, right? And like I'll make a face like
okay, and then I make this.
And then Maria has to. So once she sees the face, she then has to make the sound to that face.
I am worried. I'm not worried about the sounds that I'll give him. I'm worried about the sounds he will give me.
Ready to go viral, Maria?
Oh my gosh. Okay, go.
So what do you want to do? Who's going to start?
Why don't you start and I'll make the sound?
You want me to make the face first?
Yeah, you make the face and then I'll make the sound.
Okay, you ready?
Okay. I'm worried, okay.
Okay, let's put this right here because we need everybody to hear this sound. Okay. So I'll make the face, then I'll cover Maria. Ready? Here we go. Okay.
Hold on, you're not covering me. Do you want me to?
No. I first have to show you the face.
Oh, okay. And then I'll make the sound.
Then you make the sound. I cover your face and then we make the sound. Okay, ready? Go.
freaking out when he goes to the bathroom.
That's not true. That's not true.
And then you punch the wall.
That has happened. That has, because I brought games into and I've lost and I've gotten mad and I've punched the wall. There is a hole right now in the master bathroom. It's about this big.
That was the face that he was making before he
All right. So you make the face and then I cover myself. Ready?
Okay, I'm making the face?
Yeah, you make the face.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, ready?
I'm worried. Okay.
Okay, ready?
Like a hyena. Okay. You go.
Ready? You go.
Okay. Ooh.
What are you doing?
I thought it was like a
wolf?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to think of a face. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, go.
Okay. They're hard. They're hard to think about. What kind
They're
of
not
face?
that hard.
I should okay, go.
Okay, ready? Okay, go.
Me eating. Just kidding.
Last night.
Me.
Okay, so you ready for my face?
Okay. Like you literally make sounds, though. You do know that, right? Okay.
Ready?
Okay, go. I feel like that.
I'm turning red.
That was
not even one bit close.
that. I don't know what sound would you give it to that.
Well, I don't think that was it. I don't think that was it.
Okay.
So when am I? It's me hiding. Okay.
Okay. Ready? Okay. I don't know why I always go like that. Okay.
Okay, ready?
And close. I was thinking of a siren that goes woo woo woo.
Oh yeah, the siren doesn't.
That was Voldemort.
The last one was like Voldemort.
Okay.
Ready? 2 more.
Sure. I'm trying to think though.
Think of a face, dude. Oh my gosh, the last one was horrible.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I'm dying here.
I'm trying to think. Okay.
Ready? So I'm doing the face.
Oh, you're doing the face. Okay.
Yeah. I'm doing the face. Okay. Ready?
Okay. It's the same face, man.
No, it's not the same face.
You've had the same faces. Okay, go ahead.
I've had the same faces.
You're doing the same faces. This is harder.
No, it isn't.
Okay, go. Honestly, it was the same face.
Okay,
but
ready?
try it again. Okay.
Okay, ready? Okay, ready.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay, I'm ready. Oh my gosh.
Oh freak. Oh my gosh. That.
I'm trying to think now of a face.
You got one more, dude.
Okay, I'll just do a face. I'm interested.
All right.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
I don't know what sound you would make. I was trying to come up with faces, man.
All right. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. I was getting right into it, man.
I feel like the faces are hard. Like, do we make the same face for everything?
I
You 100% make the same face for everything.
I think I've been doing the different face the entire time. Wait, let's do one more.
Okay, go ahead, do it.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
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 Are you
All
ready?
right, I think so.
Okay, ready?
Okay, I'm ready. I'm like doing it with you. I literally was doing it with you so the sound would come out.
Oh, okay. So I ran out of juice here. Okay, ready? Here we go.
For what?
Who am I?
Oh, my. Oh,
No, it's me, right? So we're doing the last one.
okay.
So I have no juice in my thing. Here we go. Hang on. All right. Show me a face.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready.
The heck was that, dude?
Now you have to make a sound for that.
There's,
Gotta make it. Okay, ready.
that's the hardest one.
Do it. You gotta make it.
Okay,
Ready?
ready?
All right.
Oh, you're not gonna go to. Don't just stop.
Okay,
Why you always stop?
Okay, sorry. Let me do a solid.
Yeah,
Solid. Okay.
give me a solid 30,
Okay.
10 seconds.
Okay, solid.
Ready?
10. Okay.
How you go?
I was getting into it. I gotta watch this back. You're right. I should have given you more.
I
and
know,
then I got
you need-
solely
you
into
need-
it.
you do.
One more. I'll do one
You
more.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so one more. And
What?
you got to give it like a good 10 seconds. You got
To
to be
get into it,
Yeah,
right?
to get
Okay,
into
okay.
the sound.
Just like I felt a little shy and embarrassed.
Don't be
right?
shy, man. The people that are look at
Give
this.
the
they're-
people what they want.
Yeah, give them what they want. Give them what they want. Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay. Oh, freak. This is the last one. I'm dying here. I am sweating like buckets. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready?
I got into it. Okay.
Okay. Last one. Ready?
All right, I'm trying to think. Okay. Okay, ready?
Oh, freak. Let me see. Okay.
Okay. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Oh, I cracked my back with that one.
How?
I
How?
literally cracked. I think it was me putting out my arms. I felt cracks all the way down my back. Felt good.
Okay, you ready?
You ready?
Okay. Go.
Okay, ready?
Okay, right. Okay.
Okay. I gotta say that one. Oh man, I feel like I wasted all those first ones I knew too soon. That was good.
Oh my gosh.
That was good.
So we highly recommend that you go home and you play these games with your spouse. Record them, tag us.
Let us see.
Let us see. Let us see. I've been seeing these things and I've been like dying. There's this one couple that's just, oh my gosh. Anyways, they have a couple of videos like that. There's no way Tegan would do anything like this. She's like, you're stupid.
I can see her saying, and even the face, I can see her face.
Oh yeah, you're stupid.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, how do we go back into like into normality?
What, after that game?
Yeah. How do you go back to being a normal podcaster?
I know. Seriously,
We should have started with that game. Oh my
it's
gosh.
hard to go back to being serious.
I know. But yeah, people, you gotta rest.
Rest.
That's the big thing about today.
Yeah, which I don't want to do. Just
Yeah, I
kidding.
I know.
I am gonna try it out.
Does Mike rest? Like, what time does he go to bed?
He wants to go to bed earlier, but I think it's me that keeps him up, right? Because he wants us to do it together, and because I have a hard time with it. I think I just kind of like make him have a hard time with it too. I have been thinking about developing a better routine, and there are some things that I want to do for my routine. Like, okay, talk to me about your routine. What does your routine look like when you go to bed? Is there certain things that you do?
I go to bed.
That's it?
Yeah.
You just go up and you don't do anything else? You just straight to bed?
I don't have to worry about clothes because I know what I'm going to wear. The same shirt, same pants. I have two. I just go put water in the glass in the container. I put it by the bedside. 8 o'clock, my alarm goes onto automatic notifications. Go to bed, shuts down, airplane mode. No, not airplane mode. Do not disturb, and black and white. And yeah, that's it. So I've programmed it. Listen, the end all and be all, the death to all of us will always be the phones. I'll tell you that right now. The death to all of us is always the phones. When the phones started becoming more accessible in society, mental health issues started increasing.
Yeah.
We started comparing ourselves to
What we see on social media.
how like the grass is always greener. And I remember when Facebook really kicked in, I was working at a company and this guy came in and he goes, "Oh my gosh," he's like, I've had 4 hookups already in a matter of like within that month. He goes, I've hooked up with 4 girls. They were high school friends. I looked them up. They're still around. And I'm like, and one of them wasn't even, she was still married.
Yeah.
And so it's, while phones and devices has really closed the gap when it comes to being able to connect with people, it has opened up other doors as well. So self-worth, the low self-esteem, we compare ourselves with other people, whatever. They have more money, they have a bigger house, they have a fancier car. And then the celebrities are now more accessible to us. We see all of these celebrities and what they're doing, how they're doing, what kind of lifestyle they're doing. So we do this wisha, coulda, shoulda. And so it's just the name of the game is how quickly can you get the device out of your hands and connect away from that, and more in what you
Disconnect.
have how to disconnect as quickly as possible from a device, and how quickly can you reconnect with your family at night, whether it's family prayers, whether it's you sit down and talk about how your day was, things like that will increase a better nighttime routine.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why for me, if my kids are sleeping, there's no reason why I should be up.
Yeah.
They're safe. They're at home. They're good. And when Elias has to work, I put my plane on do not disturb, notifications on, and so none of the notifications will come through. I hear audibly, except it unless it's from him.
Yeah.
So if he sends a text message or if he calls me, then the phone will come in.
Yeah.
So again, certain things, right? And so
That totally makes sense.
oh my gosh, what does it say? Smoke up big and lights out. Yeah,
Smoke a bit.
don't know what that means, Alex, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm like, there are certain areas that I do want to improve. And there are certain goals that I have that I do want to align more. So I need to focus on those instead of the things that I don't want to do.
I agree. I think the rest of the podcast, we should just do it like this.
Okay. Go ahead. Do it.
So,
I was interested to see. I was like, I want to know what you would talk on your own for an hour.
anyways, I think that's, are we good?
Yeah, we're good. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. So there's 2 things that we've talked about so far. Day 1, we talked about mindset.
Mhm.
Today, we've talked about rest, the
Mhm.
importance of rest and what it does to your bodies and all that stuff. And rest is not just during the night and in the morning with a good routine, but what you do at nighttime.
Yeah. I like what you said with regards to disconnect. Oh, don't let you know I can give you. Miguel's going to be trying some gummies, guys. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
And then next week, we're going to be talking about dieting.
Mhm.
No, activity.
Yeah. Activity, so movement.
Movements. What does it mean? How long you should be working out for? I have some stats from the CMHA, Canadian Mental Health, how active you should be throughout the week. And pretty much what the heart is looking for and things like that. And then the last episode is going to be talking about diet.
I'm excited, especially about the diet one. I want to improve my nutrition this year. That's one of my goals.
It's not through 75 hard.
Whatever.
It's
Anyway,
not through 75 hard.
75 hard is more of a reset for me, and I
Yeah.
really like the self-discipline that comes with it.
Yeah.
But I want to understand better how food works, right? And I was thinking about it. I'm like, how can I understand it better? And I'm like, I need to read about it. That's usually how I gain more understanding, how I gain more motivation, and how I know what to do, right?
Yeah.
So I found this book today that I'm really excited about. I haven't read it yet. It's called Mind and Gut Connection. So it's
Oh.
all about healthy eating habits, how actually food affects your emotional well-being, and how it's tied to all these different things. So I'm excited. I'm excited to check it out.
I want to start getting back. I was at one of the times where I was at the happiest the most was when I was juicing. Why are you laughing? How rude. How freaking rude is that?
I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
Why?
I was just smiling. I'm just happy
No,
for
why?
you. Okay.
Did you see her face?
I love Miguel. I love Miguel. Yes. You go back and juice. Yes.
No, I don't mean that as a full diet, but I mean instead of drinking like orange juice or just pop or what, I don't drink pop, but like all those canned juices, I used to I used to juice all the time. Why are you laughing? I don't understand.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, if you know Miguel is like a quick, like, you like to jump on like what's trending, or like if you know anything about Miguel, is like if it's out there, there's a lot of information. There's a lot of people that he's doing it. So today I walk in and he's like, guess what? I'm on the carnivore diet. And so that's why you caught me by surprise, where you're like, the time that I was happy is I was juicing. And I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah. No.
So I thought you were going to replace your carnivore with juicing already. And I'm like, you literally just started your carnivore journey.
No, I'm not letting go of carnivore. Okay. So let me let me
misunderstood.
Yeah, you definitely misunderstood. So here's the jive. Ready? Here we go. And no, it's not steroids, Bev. You can log off now. Freak. She's always has her like her 2 bits in there. Anyways, thanks, Bev.
I mean, those that carnivore diet might be infused with a little.
No.
Just
So
kidding.
here's the thing: is I know we were talking about this. Was it before the podcast? The sugars, what it makes me do.
Oh yes.
It was before the podcast,
Yeah.
right? So I'm noticing that I've been snoring a lot,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then
He also has huge tonsils, so that could be the case. Like, we're talking about like.
you haven't seen my tonsils, so you relax.
Well, I can see they're like popping out of here.
She goes, open your mouth. Let me see your tonsils. I'm like, that is one thing that I am not doing today. She goes, come on, just go, just open your mouth. Just open your mouth. I'm like,
Because the nurse in me is curious. I want to see it.
yeah, that is never.
Okay, do it now. So we can
I am not. What?
I should get those little sticks to
To do what?
So I can press your tongue down and I can really have a good look at your tonsils.
Why would you want to do that?
Because I want to see your tonsils. That conversation was so weird.
This is people are watching us. They're right now. They're like, what the frick is
My
happening?
background is nursing, so I find that kind of stuff fascinating. Anyway.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like, let me see your tonsils.
It's just, honestly, that
They're
stuff
massive.
is fascinating to
Yeah,
me.
but they're massive, right?
I'm just wondering if they're like white and chunky too.
What?
Yeah, because sometimes if they're inflamed, they can like.
They're not
Anyway,
inflamed. They're just big. They're just big. I just got
Bev,
big.
you have to talk to him.
For what? Why is Bev? We're not bringing Bev into this. We are not bringing Bev into this. But and so what I've been finding out that I've been snoring more, and or sometimes I'm eating and it just feels like it's not going down, and I know that there's nothing there, but it just feels nothing's going down, is when I have processed sugars. Cookies, brownies, ice cream, pizza. It is my Achilles heel, pizza. When I see a good slice of pizza, like and I can't just have one, that's my problem, is that I have to have many.
Yeah.
And so, but the way that I feel inside.
Yeah.
And so now the only times where I don't feel like sluggish or whatever is when I have like the meats.
You have protein.
Fruits and vegetables.
Okay, so that's what you're eating right now. Meats, fruits, and vegetables.
Meats, fruits, and vegetables, right?
Okay.
So that's going to be my diet. So I salads, I'm good with that, my greens and all that stuff. And then I love beets, but I can't just be munching on beets. So I process it. I turn it into like a juice, and I put an apple in there, and so a little bit of ginger, and And I remember when I used to do that a long time ago, I felt energetic, like I felt good, and then I jumped off the bandwagon.
Sorry, I don't... Yeah, exactly, right?
That's what there we go. There you go. See?
So Bev, okay, I told you, Bev had a tonsillectomy recently, and some of the things that you're describing are very similar to what she went through. Yeah. So if anyone has
so sugar inflames tonsils. There you go. That's what happens. So it hurts because does Doritos have sugar? Mm-hmm. So I have to let go of that stuff, but I want to live. Anyways, stay away from all junk foods, pizzas, burgers, fries. Not healthy. Yeah, it's killing yourself. Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah, so like literally your tonsils are just going.
Well, that's what it is. I'm laying in bed. I wake if I'm on my back, I'll be like.
You honestly though should have a checkup with your doctor.
To do what?
So they can look at your tonsils.
And say what? That they're big? I can see them. They're big.
I know, but they're affecting because the thing is that I mean, Bev, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it's gonna start affecting you swallowing any kind of things.
Why are we bringing Bev into this?
Because she has the experience. I've never had a tonsillectomy.
So by why we understand that Bev has it against me. She
will guide you.
She's determined to take me down for some strange reason, which don't know why. But every time. Anyway,
but you know what? You should really do get it checked out. Best case scenario, doctor's like, oh yeah, you're fine if you're like, but it's creating problems now.
Do you know? It's like, what problems is it creating?
You're breathing, you're snoring.
Who said I'm having a hard time breathing?
I asked you, do you have a hard time breathing at night? You're like, you literally said, yeah, I wake up and I can't breathe or something like that.
I've never.
You literally just said.
When did I say that?
I said, do you have a? Oh, you know what? It was a big word, and you agreed.
What is it?
I said, do you have sleep apnea?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. Never mind. Okay, vitamin D deficiency is also linked to enlarged tonsils. So you got to get out more. Maybe get a vitamin D supplement. From hearing your experience, she's like, oh. Yeah, honestly, her tonsils were rough.
I believe it, and my heart goes out to you, Bev. But she's all right now. She did her surgery and stuff like that. But like, the only thing that's affecting me is how I feel when I eat it afterwards. I feel sluggish.
Yeah.
I get the cheese curds, like the little nuggets inside or whatever. And then you press on them and then they stink like baby diaper, rotten baby diapers.
Oh gosh, Bev, this sounds like what you had to go through. And I think you need to get checked out.
But again, only when I have processed sugars.
Okay.
If I don't have processed, I am good. I'm sleeping well. I'm full of energy. I'm eating my.
Was that a cheese curd coming up? Just kidding. Oh my gosh. No wonder you're always like. So those cheese curds, they're called tonsil stones.
Okay.
So that's what you have coming up, tonsil stones.
They don't feel like stones. They feel more like cheese.
Because I think it's like pus and stuff when you're like, especially if it smells.
One time, you smell.
You just literally said that it smells. So we just realized that he needs to get checked out, right? You know, it's just me on here, not you, right? So you need to get checked out, though. Seriously.
How awkward is this?
No, like you need to get checked out because
I'm fine. The doctor's gonna tell me something that I already know. They're massive. They're good.
Are you scared?
For what?
Potential surgery.
Anyways, all right, we're done with this conversation. I'm like, don't need a doctor. Tell me.
All right. Well,
but don't do what I say. Don't do what I do. Do what I say. You should go get yourself checked out
if you have tonsil stones, and we'll keep you posted. This might be your year to get those tonsils removed. So one thing you learned today that you need to go to the doctor.
For what?
For your tonsils. That's your takeaway, right?
No. Your stomach is sick from eating all the
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Try 2 cups of firm meat and 2 scoops of peanut butter and coconut. There you go. It's good. Good diet. What did I learn today? I learned that you are not a good game player.
Why? I had like the best time. Anyway,
Anyways,
thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you check us out in all the social media accounts that we do have. And come back, please come back and watch us. Don't, if this was your first podcast,
we're sorry.
Give us, do like a 3-date kind of situation. Come back a couple more times. See, we're for you.
Love you. Follow us. Take care, guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
Get a minute, don't know. Get a minute of your time. Get a minute of your. Let it. Hush up, gotta live right, and I'm never gonna let you out of my side. I've been knocked out, was a nice try, but I guess I get to keep my head on this time. Part of the creation, the relations I've got, the only one that keeps me safe, the only one you should trust. For sure, it ain't right that I have checked the speck of dust from all of its side. Fall down, that from my height, cause I didn't see the plank I have in my eye.
Reveal it to them. Take the time to recognize it. You won't leave me even if I tried it. You're the artist in the mess, and happily be formed anew in your hands.